What's going on, everyone? My name is Bruno and this is my Spda Week 2 match against the South Bend Snowflakes and Coach Pup. So, another week of Spda, this time the second week of games. This time we're going against Pup, and after week 1 we started the league pretty well with a 1-0 record after winning 4-0 last week against Raxos. My opponent this week also won last week and also won 4-0, so we are pretty much sitting at the same we're in the same situation here. This matchup however is way harder than last week's match. In my opinion, if I have to name the top 5 teams in the league, this team will actually be one of them, and it's going to be a really hard matchup, specifically because I think offensively wise I think my opponent's team matches up pretty well against mine, but we are ready to start things off and we built a team that I'm gonna show you. So we're just gonna start as always with a quick team builder. So my opponent has access, as you guys can see, to Meowscarada, Garchomp, Quaquaval, Iron Crown, Cerulege, Galarian Weezing, Terra, Indeedee with Psychic Fighting Fairy, Terra Zoroark with Dark Fire Poison, Chinchino, Spidops, and Berserker. So from this 11, we are gonna ignore Chinchino and Berserker. I don't think they come. If they come, they come, but I honestly don't expect Chinchino and Berserker because there are way more stronger mons than my opponent can bring versus me. So we are gonna ignore Chinchino and Berserker in building wise. I had to took some decisions here in terms of building. I ignored these two completely. So Chinchino and Berserker are ignored for the rest of this video. From the remaining 9, I really think the top 3, Meowscarada, Garchomp, Quaquaval, are coming. Same with Iron Crown, because as you guys can see, besides Berserker, Iron Crown is actually the only flying resist that this team has. So I'm really expecting Iron Crown to come as well. Galarian Weezing is kind of forced to come as well because of the Great Tusk, so we can assume 5 out of 6. The last slot, in my opinion, it's either between Cerulege or Terra Indeedee. I will say Terra Indeedee is more scary because not only is a Terra Captain, but like Terra's Psychic, Terra Psychic and Psychic Raid hurts a lot. And there's also the potential to Terra's Fighting to deal with my Steel type, which is actually Registeel. So I will say the top 3, Meow, Garchomp, Quaquaval, Iron Crown, Galarian Weezing, and Indeedee are the 6. I can see Cerulege, I can see Terra Zoroark. Terra Zoroark will actually be real annoying as well. I can see Spidops. I never saw Spidops in mocks, but at least Cherry and Squid said I almost brought Spidops. So we have to be aware of that. It's another sticky webber. We have to be really careful with the Spidops. So we are ready. I already described my opponent's team. Let's show you what I am gonna bring. Oops, sorry. And yeah, so first Pokemon, we're gonna bring triple choice Scarf this game. First Scarfer is Tornadus. I had Life Orb at the beginning of the first build I had. I have Life Orb because then again the Iron Crown is the only switch-in besides Berserker, but Berserker is not even a switch-in, so it's pretty much Iron Crown. And I can hit that Pokemon with either Dark Pulse or Heat Wave. However, Choice Scarf, since I can potentially get rid of Iron Crown with either just I can hit him with Heat Wave and Dark Pulse, I can U-turn on the Pokemon, I can Thunder Wave with Registeel, so spoiler alert. And I still have a Greninja and a Gengar. Again, spoiler alert. I think Choice Scarf frees Tornadus for a late game. So if you can get rid of Iron Crown, this set goes absolutely in just with the Bleeding Storm. So we are modest. We have enough speed to outspeed Scarf Zoroark. and we're just pretty much gonna have Bleak Wind, Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, and U-Turn to his entirety. I had Icy Wind with the Life Force set, but being Choice Scarf, I'm not seeing myself locking Icy Wind, so I went with either Heat Wave and Dark Pulse to have more coverage options. And I'm gonna, but at the same time, I'm just gonna click Bleak Wind because if Iron Crown is dead, if it's not around, I click Bleak Wind. If it's around, I click U-Turn. So most likely we are gonna do, unless we are in a situation where it's Iron Crown and Meowscarada versus Tornadoes, then I can click Heat Wave. I'm pretty much gonna go for either Bleak Wind or U-Turn. So this is the Tornadoes for this week. Next up, we have Greninja. This time we're gonna go with Protein Greninja. That's the Bureau Greninja. Last week it was Battle Bond. This week it's Protein. And we are gonna run another Scarfer. So it outspeeds the non-Scarf Meowscarada. Can pretty much U-Turn on everything. Has Surf, Dark Pulse, and Extra Sensory. There are like not great switch-ins to Greninja as well. The Grass type is Meowscarada, so you can pretty much click Surf. Extra Sensory is nice because I can abuse the terrain if it comes, and it's nice for Quaquaval. I'm expecting Choice Scarf, Assault Vest Quaquaval to deal with this Pokemon because it's the best middle ground I think my opponent has. Other than that, I can U-Turn, Surf, Dark Pulse, Extra Sensory, play with the Protein. It's gonna be really nice. So that's my Greninja for this week. Next up, as the debut, as the Terra Captain, and it's Glastrier. We are gonna use Terra Water with a Custap Berry. We are gonna have Icicle Crash, Terra Blast, Zen Headbutt, and Endure. We are really bulky. This is to potentially deal with any kind of setup Pokeball. Kill it back with Zen Headbutt, and if we are in range of Custap, we can surprise my opponent with the next one. Specifically, I hope it's Meowscarada. I had that in Mox and it worked. If I'm not in range of Custap and I don't leave another hit, I can just Endure and potentially just click another move. So this Pokemon worked really well in Mox, and I'm expecting to do stuff. That's why I drafted Glastrier, because I think it has really good potential. Next up, we have my Registeel. It's gonna be more Spda, but it's pretty much mixed offensive with Stealth Rock, Iron Head, Body Press, and Thunder Wave. I am Light Metal this week because I really don't see the benefits of Bring Clear Body, to be honest. And Light Metal actually helps me if he is low kick on Meowscarada. So not only we have a Shuffle, we also have a potentially counter to low kick if we can stay away of it. Rocks, pretty much Iron Head, Body Press. I'm not gonna go with Heavy Slam with Light Metal, of course. Body Breath and Thunder Wave. You can spam Thunder Waves, amazing, to have for sure have the speed advantage, because he also has some really nice Scarfers that can do stuff this game. Chople Berry to deal with the Focus Blast on Iron Crown, deal with the fighting move on Meowscarada. You can potentially leave a close combat and click Thunder Wave on the Quaquaval. So yeah, options here with the Registeel. Next up, we have pretty much the team captain, the Great Tusk, with a Rhino Berry for Flower Trick. We have CC, Headlong Rush, Heavy Slam, and Rapid Spin. I was really debating between the item. I was not sure what to run on this Pokemon. I think Rhino Berry can potentially help if he's locked into Flower Trick, and we can pretty much live and go for a big close combat. Heavy Slam is here for the Glaring Weezing. Headlong Rush is actually kind of spammable against my opponent's team, and Rapid Spin to get rid of hazards, specifically if he brings Sticky Webs. That's the most scary thing, of course, especially because we have so many Scarfers. The third Scarfer is gonna be a debut as well, and it's gonna be Gengar with Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Psychic, and Dark Pulse. I had Trick on instead of Dark Pulse, but I think Dark Pulse in the situation where he has Iron Crown and non-Terra Indeedee, Dark Pulse is easier to lock instead of Shadow Ball. So we are gonna go with Dark Pulse because it can be helpful, and it outspeeds Choice Scarf Indeedee, which can also be a thing, especially with Terra Psychic. And yeah, it's again pretty spammable because the Dark type is Meowscarada, and there are no great switch-ins to Shadow Ball, especially if it Terras the Indeedee. So there's the dark type on Zoroark as well, but like Zoroark is a Terra Captain, so I'm not entirely sure if he wants to stay dark, and it's still a Zoroark, so it's pretty frail. Once Iron Crown and Garchomp are weakened, we just click Sludge Wave without too much of a problem. But between and Psychic is here specific as well for the Quaco Ball, especially if he's Assault Vest. With the terrain, you can do a lot as well. So this is a team that we are gonna bring against Pep. Really hard matchup, but yeah, we're gonna do our best to try to go for a 2-0 record. So I'll see you guys in a second for the match. Alright, so we see Zoroark instead of the Indeedee. The rest of the team is pretty much what I was expecting. So we see the Galarian Weezing, the Quaquaval, the Meow, the Garchomp, and the Iron Crown. Now, Zoroark makes this kind of tricky because it can go for a big hit. It's going to be the Terra Captain, as I said in the team builder. I still want to lead with my Glastrier because I want to Terra immediately, as soon as possible. Hopefully it doesn't lead with the Iron Crown. And yeah, other than that, again, the Zoroark is going to be a bit annoying because with the ability and the possibility to Terra, but we'll try to play around it. I assume Terra Fire is going to be the option because of Registeel, but we will see. We will see. I'm going to lock the team and hopefully we can get a win. This is again one of the most scariest team in the league, in my opinion. But we'll see. Plug F1 to my opponent and let's try to have a good one. And let's see what he leads. So we are gonna see a Iron Crown. Okay, so that's the worst possible. I can Terra. Don't get me wrong. I can Terra. Let's see if I see. I don't see an item. So I assume Assault Vest is can be an option. Let's see, Iron Crown. Let's see it's Assault Vest. If I am Terra, I mean I do decent damage. It can Volt Switch. That's the thing I'm most scared. I think I'm still gonna Terra, and I'm gonna go for a Terra Blast. Since I have the Cuss type, I think I can play around it. If my opponent Volt Switches, good play. I just really wanna Terra. And okay, so it's gonna switch out. So we're gonna get a Terra Blast off on the Weezing. Makes total sense. This could be this could be a Zoroark as well. We don't know, but I know what I'm gonna do with going Gengar. I need to pressure. I need to pressure his team. So I'm gonna go into the Gengar on the switching. Yeah. We're gonna go for a Terra Blast. Probably not gonna do as much. Yeah, doesn't do much. Is bulky Weezing and probably Rocky Helmet. So nothing too fancy. I'm gonna go into the Gengar and I'm gonna go for a Shadow Ball. I don't think Weezing can do much to Gengar. I mean, he can pack Psychic coverage. I'm still gonna go for a Shadow Ball. Because besides the Zoroark and the Meow, it's unresisted, and then again, those are not two really bulky mons. So we are gonna stick with the Shadow Ball. Let's see what it does with the Weezing. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna see a double into what? Into Meow. That's a nice play. Now, if he is Scarf, I think I'm gonna pivot the. The Registeel. I think I have to be honest. I'm gonna pivot the Registeel. Now I might lose my my Chople, but to be honest, it is what it is. Can't do much about it. So I could have potentially stay in, get a Sludge Wave off, but if he is Scarf, that's a bad play. So we are gonna stick with the Registeel. Yeah, there's the Reggie. Trick. So I could have killed the thing. I could have killed the thing. Wow. Okay, and he gained the Chopple, which is actually pretty nice for him. Losing an item on Reggie is really bad. I'm still gonna go for Stealth Rocks, because it's what I have to do. Now, the removal is either Defog on Weezing or gonna go for U-turn, makes total sense. Probably brings the Garchomp or the Quaquaval. We'll see. But we now know that Meowscarada is Choppleberry. The problem is we still don't know nothing about the Zoroark, so then again we have to be aware of that, because it's gonna disguised as something. Quaquaval, okay, so we pivot the... and again, it's the tricky part about Zoroark, is that I don't know. I assume this is the Quaquaval because of body press. So I'm gonna go into the horse. And let's see. It's a knockoff. Okay, so that's bad because we lost the Custap. That's bad, but we can go for a Zen Headbutt, and to be honest, he can bring the Weezing. And we can go for a big hit. We got a Bulk Up. Okay. It's weakness policy. Okay, we have to... No, it's not. It's leftovers. Okay. I think I have to go... we have to prevent the second... Can I go Torn at +1? Tornadus against the Quaquaval. Let's say it's at +1. We leave Aqua Step. So I think I'm gonna go into Tornadus. And we go for Replique Wind. It's really bulky, so it might not do... Yeah, Aqua Step. We leave one. We leave one, yeah. And we go for Bleak Wind. We go for Bleak Wind. Iron Crown can come in. It is what it is. I'm not gonna... We need to hit. If we hit, we kill, I think. Because I'm modest. I'm Scarf modest. Yeah. And we kill. So Tornadus kills the Quaquaval. That's really nice. So we have a threat out of the way. Tornadus kills Quaquaval. That's very good. I assume the Iron Crown comes in, yeah. Now, honestly, I'm gonna go into the Registeel, and we can potentially just fire off a Thunder Wave. This starts to set up. We assume this is the Iron Crown because, again, I'm Scarf. It is Volt Switch, very nice play. And we might see Garchomp. If we see Garchomp, we go Great Tusk. Could potentially go into the horse, because then again Quaquaval is down. But I'm still gonna go Great Tusk. So let's go Tusk. And I think Headlong is... Well, Headlong is not free because of the Weezing, but we can Heavy Slam. And if he goes for Rocks, we just spin. We don't care. We see Scale Shot, okay? So we really brought the bulky team. 4 times. Okay, so probably loaded dice. Let's see if he's White Earth. It's not White Earth. Okay, so let's see how much a close combat. We see Great Tusk against Garchomp. If it's at -1, close combat does good damage. This is really bulky, however. So let's say it doesn't have defense, and it doesn't have like much bulk at all. I'm not gonna kill, but I'm gonna do a lot. I think I go for a long rush or close combat. I'm gonna go for close combat. Gonna switch out probably into the Weezing, makes sense. Okay, so on the Weezing, this is gonna be Rocky Helmet. Yes. It's Helmet, right? It is Helmet, okay. So I didn't do much. I can Heavy Slam and kill this Pokemon. I'm still gonna go Gengar again. And save the Tusk. Yeah, but it really brought the setup. We have to be careful about it. He's gonna switch out again. I could have Heavy Slam. There's a Garchomp. It is a Garchomp. 100% is a Garchomp. Now, he can Scale Shot again. Does Scale Shot kill Gengar? It's the question. Gengar against Garchomp. Scale Shot doesn't kill, I think. Let's say Scale Shot, because I'm not... Scale Shot. It doesn't kill. Let's say 5 hits. Well, it has a chance. I think I'm still gonna go for a Shadow Ball. I still have Gren. Yeah, this is really scary because if he Scale Shots, he can Swords Dance and go for yeah. So I have to Shadow Ball and try to go for a yeah. It does please Swords Dance Scale Shot? Okay, makes sense. If I live, I don't live. Yeah, Curse Body, but that's relevant. Yeah. So it okay. We die. We can go Gren, or I can go. I can go Gren, right? Because Gren outspeeds. Yeah. Yeah. And I go for Surf and I kill. So that's what we do here, I think. Well, it's not guarantee a KO. Bleak Wind is a KO, right? Yeah, Bleak Wind does more than Surf. I can also go Glass Period and Ice Cold Crash. So I think I do that. I think I go Glass Period and then Ice Cold Crash. Because if Bleak Wind misses, I'm fucked. I assume... Well, I can go Bleak Wind. I can go Bleak Wind. Yeah, I don't have Ice Beam, so that's a tricky play. I mean, I assume Surf will kill. But I'm still gonna go into... I'm gonna go Glass Sphere, and I'm gonna Ice Cold Crash. Well, if I miss Ice Cold Crash, I might be fucked, so I hope I hit. I hope I hit. Maybe I should have gone into Thorn. I don't know. Let's see. My opponent can also go Iron Crown. Yeah, it goes Iron Crown. So that's a nice play. That's a nice play for sure. No, goes Weezing. Goes Weezing. Okay. So at this point, this is more problematic. I might stay in. I might stay in. Problem is Pain Split. So if he goes for Pain Split, might be better to go Tusk. And I honestly don't need Tusk that much, because Tusk is not gonna speed anything. And I think he can go for Pain Split, because he's gonna be faster. So I'm gonna go Great Tusk. And let's see. I assume Pain Split might be the option here. It's a Toxic, okay, that's fine. So the Garchomp, and I can spin. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if spin's gonna kill, but I'm offensive. Great Tusk against Weezing. Galar if it's defensive. There's 8 to 10. I think I'm gonna spin. It doesn't kill. Okay, so that's bad. That's bad. Yes, range team is gonna kill me. So this was a bad play, but whatever. The Weezing kills the Tusk. We go into the Thorn, and we U-turn into Greninja. I think that's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah. So Thorn kills Weezing. Tornadus kills Weezing. Okay, so it's 4 to 4. We go into the Gren. We outspeed everything, and we U-turn. So let's see what my opponent does here. The good thing about sacking the Tusk is that he's not entirely free to go into the Garchomp. Let's see. Iron Crown. He already took damage. We've seen the Volt Switch. I'm still gonna U-turn because it might be Assault Vest, and I'm gonna go into the Registeel. Yeah. And I have to see, because it's gonna bring the Garchomp 100%. Well, I can potentially go into because I live, right? If he goes for Volt Switch, Iron Crown, Assault Vest versus my Tornadus. Volt Switch, yeah, I live. Yeah. So I could potentially go into the Torn. Can also go Reggie. How much does Reggie still do to Garchomp? I don't do much, that's a problem. And he can Scale Shot, but like he can Scale Shot twice. That's the good thing. So I'm gonna go into the Reggie on what should be a Volt Switch, yeah. And I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna Body Press. I'm a bit scared about this late game because I might have to lock into Surf Meowscarada. Okay. I am gonna Body Press. I'm not sure if this is a Zoroark, but we are gonna body press. It is a Zoroark, okay, so probably is Terra Fire and it's gonna Flamethrower. It's Terra Dark, so it's gonna go for a Dark Pulse. Yeah, can I live? I'm really Spda. I can, it's a crit. We go body press as the shop. Okay, so this was the one that got okay. I'm not entirely sure if this was because I can't go Gran, save him on. I can go Gran. Should I go Gran? Not entirely sure if I should do that. I'm gonna body press. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk my Greninja. So Zoroark kills the Zoroark kills the Registeel. Now I can go Tornadus U-turn, and or I can do the, or I can go. Let's see. I assume this will kill. The problem is Sucker Punch. If he has Sucker Punch, I might have to go into Grand. It's better. Greninja and U-turn, because I'll be faster. I'm gonna U-turn. Okay, so it doesn't have the. That is totally fine. U-turn. And Greninja kills Zoroark. Now, the question is, can I leave a Flower Trick with? Now I might have to go into the Torn. Yeah, I might have to go into the Torn U-turn on the potential Iron Crown, and then I go Glastrier. That's what I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I wish I had Ice Beam now on Bren. Yaskarada. Is this Scarf? No, it's Boots. It's Boots. So I kill. Gonna Bleak Wing. Meowscarada is dead. Amazing. So, and I guess I can lock. Okay, so the Tornadus kills Meowscarada. I'm gonna lock. I think I'm gonna Bleak Wing again. How much does Greninja to? How much does Greninja to? What's the name of its Iron Crown? Does 47 to 60? Okay. How much does Tornadus with Bleak Wing? Does 15? Okay. This is kind of tricky. I'm gonna Bleak Wing to try to put it in range of. Okay, I miss. Goes Volt Switch. Okay, but I killed the Garchomp. And if he Scale Shots, I outspeed with Grand and I can Dark Pulse. Exactly. So I guess I'm gonna Bleak Wing. Garchomp is dead. So Tornadus kills Garchomp. And I could save this Pokemon go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save this Pokemon because that will allow me to click Dark Pulse with both Gran and D-Thing. So I'm gonna do that. It goes Volt Switch, okay. Oh, that doesn't do anything to... I might be able to... So that's... I think that's... that confirms the win. Okay, that's a crit. Oh, it's not a crit, okay. But never mind, I think we have this. I think we have this. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a 2-0 because there's no... It's more than fine. Against this team, I think it's more than fine. Really hard game. Really hard game, for sure. Really hard game, for sure. Mox really helped in this. So... Squid, Mount, AJ, Ricky, Cherry, thank you all. Because you all make this game very much possible. I'm gonna finish this with I think Torn, because it's gonna be the MVP. So I'm gonna give this to Torn with a Dark Pulse. Yeah, and yeah, we defeat Pop, 2-0 win. So GG to my opponent. This was a very hard game, really well played. There's not too much to say. I think this was a very entertaining game. And yeah, afraid to face this team again in playoffs, to be honest, if he makes it, which I assume he's gonna make it because I really enjoyed the team. But yeah, 2-0, fantastic start. So yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you for the mock squad. You are all amazing. Yeah, I don't think I could have do this without you this week because this was a really hard game. Triple scarf, so triple scarf. And yeah, I'm expecting the Jeriki comment saying Gungar is a fraud, but it did stuff. Okay, it did damage. It did damage to the it did damage to the Garchomp. So yeah, GG to Pup again, and good luck in the rest of the season. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. So peace, guys.